Ah, hello, it's me, Millicent Ginger. It is midnight on January the. Funnily enough, my watch is stuck between one date and the other date, so I can't actually read what date it is. I will be able to tell you. I'm so weird, I actually have two watches. So I have my digital watch here, which says it is now Friday, January the 13th. Friday the 13th. Anyway, I failed to make a video yesterday and the day before yesterday, so I thought I would catch up now. It's midnight. It's been a very odd day. My poor wife is very sick. She has some kind of bronchitis thing going on, and she's just been a wreck for the last 2 days. This morning I got dressed up, looked resplendent in my suit, was all set to run into work, and she was just so sick I ended up staying home and working from home all day, which was interesting. So the other thing that was exciting is we got a dog, which my wife had scheduled to get for a while, and today was the day that we actually picked it up. So my wife has not been sleeping and been passed out all the time on the couch. Now we have a small dog. I was running ragged all day. Because it's interesting, this thing that I find really frustrating, I mentioned this before, is when you work from home, people are like, no, did you really work? And it's like, yes, you work from home when you work from home. That's kind of the whole point. Otherwise, your boss will yell at you and fire you and stuff like that. So I always hate working from home because, I don't know, it's funny, when you go to the office, you kind of get into the office mind space, and I seem a lot more focused, and it's difficult to keep track of things. But I was fairly productive, so there we go. Saying that, it's super late, and normally I like to have, a particular like topic that I talk about during these videos, and I don't seem to have anything today. I'm just like catching up for the sake of it. What can I say that's interesting? I have continued to plug away at all of the stuff, all of these different projects that I started. I'm still sticking very hard to this whole Roland's Law of Universal Karmic Tetris, which is where you finish a project, then a new opportunity will deliver itself to you. And it's weird. I haven't, finished anything yet, but the fact that I keep working all these projects that I kind of like completely shelved, opportunities do seem to be appearing quite aggressively, which is interesting. So the first thing I'm trying to finish is this cute game show that I filmed with Tina and some really cool friends of mine, called Cute Drunk Chicks, and it's taken me forever to edit because I've got this really nice concept for it with like overlaid graphics and sound clips and stuff like that, and it's great, but the problem is it means every single minute of the episode takes like an hour to edit, and it's 30 minutes long, so yeah. Anyway, I'm now at like minute 24, and so I'm going to finish that. Publish it, and it's going to be cool, and once I've done that, something else will come about. Then I've got this stupid spy book that I've been writing that I'm kind of like, sometimes I'm like, oh my god, this is the coolest thing ever. Sometimes I'm like, this is complete shit. But I'm going to finish that, and I'm going to publish it. And I'm very lucky I have a big Facebook advertising budget, so I'm going to push it. And we'll see what happens. My buddy Frank did a cover for it, which is amazing. So it might actually do something, go somewhere. I'm still plugging away at work, but that's good. I've been productive at that as well. There have been a couple of projects that are like knocked out this week, which is good. So we'll see. It's funny, I've been thinking a lot about my job. I really like my job. It's so convenient to drive to. There are so many cool people I work with. I like it. You go in the day and you smile at people, but it's still quite challenging from a few things. I don't know. It's interesting. That's it. This has been a very boring, rambling update. I don't know. My final word I'm going to say, another thing I've been doing, is watching a lot of videos on YouTube, because now I'm trying to do this daily video, and just goes to show my whole everything that I'm doing is completely shitty. There's been one guy, John, who runs a channel called A Beast to Beast, because he was like 350 pounds, and he lost 180 pounds, and he's like super fit CrossFitter now. He's only 22, 23. He's super cool dude, and his channel's fantastic, so I've been watching his videos every day. And through him, you follow other people. There's he's like big on YouTube, so he got invited to LA with 7 other YouTubers, including this is a very cool guy from England who's again like 23, he's a CrossFitter, and it's just cool to watch these people with their channels, and it's interesting to see the amount of time and effort they put into cultivating these things. The content, I guess, is really no different, I guess, from anybody, but it's interesting how YouTube is kind of addictive, because you get to see a little insight into other people's world. So the other channel I've been really into is Hobo Ali. I think she's like a 24, 23-year-old girl, and she lives in a car, and that's the concept for a channel. But it's interesting, though, you can see, you know, the success of YouTube, because my kid watches a gazillion YouTube videos. He's really into Dan TDM, who's like huge. You can see the success of YouTube videos. Generally, it's young people, but it's mostly about having a single concept for your channel and sticking to that. And then they work bloody hard. I mean, I know a lot of people are like, oh, I'd love to be a YouTuber. They must have such a great life. But I know from doing this Cute Drunk Chicks video that I've been trying to do, video editing takes a ton of time. It's crazy. And then shooting these videos, putting them together, and they do 2, 3, 4 videos a day. It's mad. So they work really hard for it. So, I don't know. It's interesting. But it does give me inspiration to keep doing what I'm doing at the moment. And it's always nice to just chat. And I don't know. I don't really ever talk about myself to other people. I don't know why. I guess other people are always happy. I think one of the reasons I'm a fairly charming guy is when I talk to people, I tend to talk about them. I can't remember who it was that said, you know, the definition of charming is, instead of meeting someone and talking to them and making them think you're the most interesting person in the world, it's talking to them and making them think that they are the most interesting person in the world. So I don't normally talk to other people about myself, so it's kind of nice to like shoot the breeze and just talk about myself in a completely narcissistic way on this channel. So I don't know. I don't think I'm ever going to become a rich and famous YouTuber, but I'm enjoying doing these little videos, and it's going to be interesting. And I keep looking back at the stuff that I've done in the past and thinking like, wow, look at that chapter of my life. So you never know, in 5 years I'll look back at these videos and be like, well, that was an interesting chapter of his life. So this video has gone on forever now, so I'm going to stop recording, upload it to YouTube, and I will make an effort to have more interesting stuff going on in the next few days. Bye-bye.